Hey folks, just figured I will show you on a little journey doing this hidden half tang kind of knife for that Elmax test knife. And this is just the general concept what I'm gonna be shooting for. You see, it's gonna be something like a small kukri knife. It has I think 7, almost 8, 7.5. It's gonna be somewhere around 7.5-inch blade. You see that shape, kind of attractive shape. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to angle the handle down this way. I'm gonna have about 3 inches of handle, about 3 inches that's gonna be hidden in the handle. With 3, I'm gonna go for 3 pivots, probably 1/4-inch pivots, and that should be plenty strong. 3 inches of steel in the handle with 3, hardened pivots should be plenty strong for that. And maybe I'll see how it come out when I cut this, because I'm gonna be cutting this with the bandsaw. If I could somehow make it fit to just like fill up that space here. If not a biggie. I'm gonna fill it up with probably another layer of some handle material, whatever material I'm gonna use. That's what I'm gonna put there, and we'll see. I'll show you how I'm gonna cut it, just some basic steps. How am I doing this? So hope you'll enjoy this, guys. All right, so we're gonna cut these corners off. See, we're gonna cut this corner, this corner, this corner, so I don't have to grind it off. This is a little faster, a little less messier, and it saves the belts and my fingers. It is easier. It is better job than grinding it off. Now that is the maximum of the depth I can go in. In this case I cannot angle it because of the way the cut goes, so I'm just gonna cut this here. And then I'm gonna, I'll take it to the belt sander and grind off this, round this off, this is gonna be grounded off, and just, this will probably stay actually. I'll just make it nice and round and, even, but we just saved a lot of grinding with this cutting. That definitely saves some time and elbow grease. Alright, so we're gonna go to the belt sander. I actually put one of the used, this is 40 grit, 40 grit ceramic. Always, so if you're working with metal, always go for ceramic. It is a lot more than zirconia oxide or silica carbide, but they have the right grits and it cuts the best. So definitely recommend only doing the heavy grinding with the ceramic. I'm gonna put the mask on this one, not just glasses. I do find it more comfortable with the mask on. I'm just used to it, so I won't talk much. That's about it from this. You see that it's pretty nice, even recurve, nice drop all along. This is more straight, but it appears as dropped, if you can see that. And so far happy. The tip still needs a little bit, but that I'm gonna probably just drop from the top on the finishing. So that's not bad to have that little wider portion on the tip, have that little reserve. stuff can always go wrong as you do it. The bottom is not important. I will probably start the grind little closer to the tip than as I have the line. Probably where the, if you can see the grind line here, probably somewhere around here. I have a marker here. I will probably start you know, make a plunge line here somewhere, giving it a little more, actually even let's say 3¼ inch handle portion of the tank, the metal portion. Let me do this. Let me take a newer 40 grit ceramic, and let me show you some basics of the grinding, how I do it. First is flat without any backing, just on the pattern, and 40 grit ceramic. Let's get on with it. So as you see, what I did was flat grind starting from the heaviest angle, you know, like this, like that, and just kept going lower and lower until, because it is easy if you start going at a heavier angle, then just change it and then change it to the final one. And I kept going to the flat grind, left the spine about what, 1 millimeter thick at the edge, and left about 1/4 inch from the spine. And now I'm gonna put the backing. Now the backing, a lot of people ask about the backing. This is a wood felt, I think that's what it's called, wool felt. And I'm using this spray adhesive. There's a lot of different, you know, just spray glues. Nothing fancy, but it holds good enough. And it's easy to apply and easy to remove. So what I just do, I just spray on the end a little bit, put it here, put the belt back, and that's it. And then now I'm gonna do this. Will give me that little bit of give, the tiny bit of give to achieve the right you know, angle for the convex. So let me put the mask back on and show you. I'm gonna actually change from 40. I don't want the 40 no more for this. I'm gonna do it with 60 grit. Right here, 60 grit ceramic new. This shouldn't be that hard. So you see, I'm actually pretty close to the edge already. I have to try not to get to the edge, but now I'm just gonna keep changing the belts for finer and finer. After this one I'm using 120 and then 180 grids that I have, just to, you know, clean the grind marks before I send it off to the heat treat, and then the last step is drilling the holes. But just so you guys get an idea how I grind and everything, you know, drilling the holes and all that stuff, that's not that important. You've seen that you can see it anywhere, you know, just common sense tells you what to do. So see, now I have very nice and very lean convex grind on it, and actually after the heat treat, the whole thing anyway is getting grounded again. So I don't just ground off the bevel, I actually grind the whole thing again over, just touch it up. That's why I always try to do as thin edge as I can, and finish it up. And then after the use, depending on how strong the steel is, then you're doing the micro beveling on the end, that rounding off the edge to make it as strong as it's needed. Now I can tell you that this knife is gonna be very light. This weighs next to nothing actually, and it's gonna have nice big front heavy probably, but it's gonna be very nimble in the hand because of the weight. But should have good front swing. I really look forward to this one. It's gonna be fun to test. Never seen, you know, let's call it a chopper, you know, baby chopper in Elmax. So I'm very curious to see how that will go. Alright folks, so I cleaned it up. A while later, drilled the holes, and it's gonna be pretty sweet blade. Imagining that the handle will curve downwards nicely. It's gonna be nice, kind of small little kukri blade. And almost, you know, kukri. I don't think I'll gain such an angle. You know, maybe with that, if it's gonna be something like this, the thing is that it will have to be higher the wider the handle, but that shouldn't be an issue. A little wider, so I can do this finger, you know, like a finger guard. Shouldn't be an issue. So you'll definitely need at least, you know, 1/4, 3/8 of an inch here between the finger guard, between the bottom of the finger choil and the metal. So that's gonna probably get wider, and that's gonna be wider. That should actually let me do such an angle, maybe even a little steeper than that. Just give a little better perspective on top, how it looks like, not on the angle. I'm not gonna even waste time now to, you know, trying to design the handle. I'm gonna send it off to heat treat. The grind is nice. Let me show you how lean it is. Actually came out very nice and lean. See that? It looks on the camera, it looks so thick, that edge, but it's actually nice and thin. That's about the thickness I normally leave for the heat treat, and looks good. You see that this is just like I said again, it's all is being refinished anyway after it comes from heat treat to make that convex really good. So it is just good to get rid of the deep scratches, just in case, because sometimes you take a little less. It is not much metal to take off to get that edge where you need it, but still, I still need to, you know, run over the whole thing. It's not like some other grinds. I do like that blade shape, nice, and, you know, it should be pretty decent knife. It's very light. Just out of curiosity, since I have it here. It's 6 ounces, that's not bad. With the handle, it should actually come out under 10 ounces, so that's gonna be very light, and nice blade heavy. But because it's light, it shouldn't get such a fatigue in the hand. It's gonna be interesting project. I'm very curious. Probably send it off sooner because it is different steel than anything else anyway, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about the whole project. Hope you enjoyed the, you know, little grinding video. I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to sit through, you know, I don't know how long of grinding. And thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.